Hey, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Just take a look at this. Take a look at the flower of life. And I'm going to tell you exactly why you're seeing another video. Take a look at the flower of life. Are you looking? Are you looking? Take a look at the flower of life. Okay. And now I'm going to give you another one to look at. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Okay. And I'm going to prove my point of what I'm doing right now. All right. Ooh. So here we go. So I just wanted the computer thingy to only read a sacred geometry. And the video I had up beforehand, um, oh, my things all turn around. The video I had up beforehand was to prove a point and to get a information out. So thank you, the 22 of you that did see it. You now have that information. So now you get to take that information of what you got of what I was talking about in that video and get it to everybody else. Okay? So I just took and deleted that video off of here. Nobody was complaining except for one person. And that person expressed how it made her feel. And I apologized to her because that's not what I had intentions of. So for that, that's what I did. So I didn't take it down because of her. I took it down because I wanted to prove my point of what that was. And also to get that one little piece of information out there so that you can see it. Because the bottom line is this: I'm going to redo this so that I have the information that is in there, but I'm going to redo it in a different way. I proved a point to myself also, and I said, I know this is not just in my mind. It's certain words that you use that will get your videos viewed. And if I just put up, okay, day 5, portal work on there, it doesn't get noticed very much because the algorithm's trying to figure out, okay, I don't know where to really put you. But as soon as I switched it and put, okay, the words I quit or it's over, those kind of words, it rhythm with that. It was able to pick it up, put it somewhere, and it was getting views like this. I was watching it. It was just going up, 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 up. And I was like, wow, look at that. In 2 hours, they got 22 views. Interesting. So, because I understand and know how this whole thing works on here and what's happening, and because I also know what time it is, okay? I know what time it is. I know what's going on in the ethers. I know what contracts have been signed. I know what time it is. I know how the xenomorphs are going through their stuff. So, for what it's worth, I already took care of that with that beloved energy, that beloved being, so that she she wouldn't think that something was wrong. So, and I told her, I said, no, that's not the intent. If you would have saw the video all the way through, you would have understood what it was about, what I was saying. So I cleaned that up with her so that she's not being upset, because that wasn't my intention. So now I'm going to do it the other way and just come on here and just do it plainly. But I'm still going to deliver the message. So, as I was saying, those of you that did not catch the original one, those of you that did, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, what I want to say is be aware when you're sleeping at night. Now, I put in the community some information there about your cell phones, making sure they're off. I have a thing where my Wi-Fi, I can pull it out. It's a plug-in. It's a portable Verizon 5G thing for my internet. So I can easily unplug that and it's not sending out any waves in my room. The TV behind me is not plugged in. I keep it covered so it's not a walking portal. The game is on, everyone. We really have to take care of our space, our sacred space, to not allow um, xenomorph archon energy to infiltrate us at night when we're sleeping. It's enough already that our freedom of speech is being taken away, especially on here. You can't say what you want to say because it's going to upset the powers that be, whatever that is. They don't have really, no. They just have scare tactics and YouTube jail. That's about it. But they it's just really sad. And if we don't really rise up in it and say something soon, there won't be anything. Hold on a second, let me take care of this. Anyway, there, I just sent you a message. So read your phone. Just sent it to you. Um anyway, I'm just on it today. You know what I'm saying? Um we need to really be aware of that. Now my practitioner literally was describing and telling me what she had experienced. She was having a hard time sleeping, and that something, she hears like very clearly download time. And she's like, oh, okay. The divine is talking to me. So let's talk about false light because technically speaking, that's what the energy was. Archon false light energy. Okay. And you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna get some downloads. I'm gonna get this, blah blah blah. And you're gonna get it, right? So you're laying there and you're waiting for it, and then it switches. The voice, she literally heard it change to a computer voice, and it went download fear, download cancer. She literally heard that. And she opens her eyes and she's like, what? And she's like, what? I don't consent to that. And she asked, are you of the divine? And it didn't say anything. Under universal law, we have every right to say, to ask questions of something that is in our space if it is of divine. And if it's not of divine energy, then it needs to be gone. So you can ask 3 times if it's of divine. And if it's not of divine, it has to leave. Under universal law, it has to. You can command it to leave, it has to leave. This is why when you watch movies like The Exorcist or different kind of exorcism movies, you'll see sometimes the priest will say, what is your name? What is your name? And it'll say it 3 times. What is your name? After you ask the third time, that being who is hosting in that person has to tell you its name. Okay, has to. And once they have the name of that, they know how to banish it, to get rid of it. And it has to leave by the command. That's what anything that is not of divine nature, it has to leave. So the reason why I bring this up, and this is what I was talking about in my video, why I said what I said at the beginning, because I was tricking the AI. Literally, I was doing that. And I watched it and I said, look at that. Proof is in the pudding. So those of you that are light workers, those of you that know you used to have numbers and all this, and other people are talking about it and exposing it and letting others know, yeah, your numbers are being played with. Yeah, they're taking your subscribers away. Yeah, they're taking away whatever your likes are, messing with your whatever. That's happening. But here on my end, I just have a little platform. I don't have a lot of subscribers. And the ones that do subscribe are the ones that get it. Those are the only ones I care about. They get it. I have information that comes through and you get it. That's all that matters. I'm not here trying to get thousands of people to watch me. I'm not here to do that. I'm only trying to bring awareness to the ones that hear me. That's it. So, needless to say, she was able to get her divine team in to come in, because if you ask for your divine team to come in, your divine team will show up and assist you. They cannot assist you or help you if you do not ask, because it's all about free will. Okay, just know that it's all about free will. So this is why I did what I did in the first video. It wasn't in any way, shape, or form to make anybody feel like anything different outside of it. I had a reason I was doing it, to show you what this algorithm thing was doing. I proved my point. Just like everybody else, they try to figure out, well, gee, this video goes up and it shoots up and it goes rampant, and then I put another video up and it hardly any views. What am I doing wrong? How many of you sit back and say that? What am I doing wrong? And you're not doing anything wrong. It's just the words of category where it puts you. Now, somebody else will go and do the same thing that I just did and get hit like that, dun, 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 and put their truth out. That's all there is to it. So, with that being said, we're starting it over just because. So, we have, well, I hope everybody understands what I was saying. All right. Um, the white rhythmic dog guided by heart. Yeah, I was guided by heart to do what I did earlier. And I watched it just to prove my point. And I'm also guided by heart to be here, to do what I do. But when I really look at it, it's my choice to be on this platform. I have to put up with the shenanigans, which is why you can come and join me on Signal. You can come and join me on Patreon. Didn't see that coming, could you? You can come and join me there. Come and join me on Signal. Because here's the thing, you really should have that on your phone. Because with all the different changes that they're doing and how they're putting Starlink up and is up and running, and you can get memberships and all that stuff. Look that stuff up, people. Go to DuckDuckGo and go look it up. Starlink. Go look it up. Okay. So that's what we're getting switched to. If you haven't already noticed and paying attention to that little symbol, how the lock thing used to be used everywhere, you're not seeing that. You're seeing this little link system. That's Starlink. Only problem that they've been having is trying to link it all up to the phones. That's why your phones are acting weird. All right. There, now said that. So, the rhythmic part of this is being divinely guided. What are you being divinely guided to do? Okay. Um, Let me pull this up. I don't have time to deal with you craziness. Okay. So let me look at this. Okay. Unite your heart to the one and only heart and be faithful to that union, loyalty, love, and heart. So, function is loyalty, action is love, and power is heart. I organize with the purpose of loving, balancing loyalty, and this is the process of the heart. So this is governed by Mercury, ruled by the coronary chakra, linked to the energies of love and heart, loyalty, nobility, fidelity, unconditional love, defense, protection, bravery, courage, enforce, impose. They all work in well terms and are good leaders. They need the variety of life. They make spirit information accessible to other people, integrity, honesty, feeling and emotions, emotional life, guided and principles of loyalty and fidelity um, that gives strength in the spiritual journey. So, integrity, loyalty, honesty, all of that, that energy. So, when we talk about aspects to discover, is heed the mythical call that sounds in your essence. Your destiny companions are approaching you. Those companions who know how you really are. Stay tuned for the affinity you feel and that the guides that you recognize who your partners are. That means who are the true people you want to be hanging out with? Do they really get you? Or is every time when you do something, it offends them? Think about that. Okay. Do they really celebrate you or do they just tolerate you? Think about that. Okay, wisdom of the shadow. Do you feel entangled in the emotional drama of your life? Question. Look honestly at the roles of your life that is obsessively and repetitive. The emotional burden that these roles bring you is usually associated with anger, fear, anxiety, or jealousy. Do you suspect that you are unconsciously addicted to the shock and the integrity created by the emotional drama? So, do you feel like there's emotional drama? Do you feel like there's stuff going on? What is that for you? What does it look like? What does it look like, lovelies? What did, what did? So, I don't apologize for doing that video at all. I only apologize to the person that it upset on a personal level. And I cleaned that up with her. Because I stressed to her that wasn't my intention. Period. So here we are redoing the video because I got all the time in the world to do that. But not for long. Not for long, lovelies. Because I've been working it in the dark. Between that time, oh, I don't know, around 3 and 5 a.m., around that time, just saying things and seeing myself in that energy of what I really desire, because that's the time you can do that and not have it be infiltrated. So we're redoing the card energy. Why? Because we can. Why not? If I take something down, I got to redo it. Put something in that space. And we're going to have some herbal medicine. All right, here we go. First one, new energy, communication. 33, communication. What are we communicating? How are you expressing yourself? Oh, we got this card again. Actually, I'm not even going to take that card because it already came up. We're going to do the top one that's next to it. 32, divine plan. I don't like repeat cards. Your soul has a master blueprint of your life path that it holds within it. It will never steer you in the wrong direction. A divine plan. So 33 and a 32, that's a 5 energy. And then we have crossroads. We're at a crossroads. I love this stone because this stone is the only one that has that natural cross in the center of it. She is to light. The plant medicine, I love this, is Partiarco. I love Partiarco. Metamorphosis, number 7, Partiarco is the plant medicine. The activation is Orion activation, supernova, which is already happening. Recreation, renewal, rebirth by light. Yep, that's happening big time. The sun has spit off so much solar flares and plasmic charged light. It's unreal, and it is hitting our planet. Um, and let's go ahead and round it off with the last 2 cards. So now I put up a different video and took down the other one because I was just proving my point. And if you have a platform, just make sure you tell everybody, double check and make sure they're still subscribed. And I'm going to put this out here too. If you're someone that is low vibration, a non-divine person, and you think everybody needs to function and think like you, this platform is not for you because this is Be So Light. Be So Light stands for this. You have the right to be your true divine light self, and nobody else governs over you. You have a direct connection to Creator Source, the one true God. And that one true God is not some man sitting on some throne up in the heavens with a white beard, sitting down looking at you, judging you, and making you feel fearful of him or her. Because this is not a him or her. It's a source of all, of both male and female energy. Therefore, it cannot just be a male energy. It gave birth to the universe, is a female energy. So it's both, because you can't have one without the other because they both come together and create. So the source, the true creator, not the man made up one. Yeah, I went there. See, this is what happens. The true one, where we come from, the true one, not the made up false light lies. False light is running rampant right now. But anything that comes to you that tries to infiltrate you with fear, doubt, anxiety, jealousy, grief, heaviness like that, hate, judgment. Hell, if you don't like to be judged, why are you judging somebody else? There you go. This divine being doesn't do that. Although we've been told it holds that. It doesn't do that to us. That man made up a lot of lies to falsely lead the masses. There you go. Falsely lead the masses. And when we talk about the word download, I want you to look at that word. Down. Okay, what energy has to come down for it to be loaded? Do you get what I'm saying about the words? Down, loaded. You can use downloaded when you're working with AI because that's what AI is. It has to be worked on by other human beings to be able to do what it does. It cannot come into fruition and live on its own without guidance from another human being. That is programming it to do something. How about this? Programming it to be subservient to the needs of a human being. Ooh, now who's ruling who? Oh, I'm sorry, was that wordplay? Was that power? Yep, sure was. So, this is why I'm saying this to you. Download. Look at that word. We can no longer use that. Like, we can't say that anymore because that's a back door for them to come in and mess with you, the false light beings. Because you're thinking they've studied us. They're like, oh, they like to oh, they think the source is giving a download. So whenever we want, we can just whisper in their ear and say, "We're downloading you," and then they give us the consent to get into their space. See how that works? I got your attention now. There you go. So if you are a healer, if you are doing spiritual work, don't use that word download. You have to use the words of upgrade me. I am receiving my divine codes from source. That's a safe one right there because they're not that. They can't even cross that barrier. I am now receiving that. I'm now having my divine codes, light codes being activated by source of the divine for the highest good. Okay. We have to be very cautious and aware of how we're doing that, how we're putting those words out there. Oh, it's 333. Oh, that's even better. Make a wish. Okay. Last two cards. Oh, wow. We're going to stay out of anxiety. Okay. And indulgence. This is funny. With the cherry on top. Or is that a strawberry? I think that's a strawberry. Strawberry shortcake. Indulgence. What are we indulging in? Whatever we're indulging in, let it not kick up the anxiety. Okay, let's just keep that out. Okay, because of this particular can, the white rhythmic dog, that's what you want to pay attention to. Okay, right there. Okay. All right, lovelies. I just wanted to leave you with that info, bring that on here, and have you understand that you come to do your purpose, you come to do your mission. All right. This is not a competition. Nobody's better than anybody else. We're all in this together. Okay. Bottom line, period. Some of us are techie, some of us are not. I'm not techie. I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not techie. But what I am is an energy transmuter and activator for others through my healing way of spiral light. And I also trigger the hell out of some people. And I also just piss some people off. It's the Capricorn in me. Kind of like that dry sense of humor type of thing, I guess. I don't know. But hear me when I say this. It's never my intent to come on and hurt anybody, only to bring awareness. And I don't think it's okay that a lot of us have put in our time and our dues to do this work. And we're still just at a low end. And then there's others that can go by and put them on their page and filter themselves and paint themselves to look like something so good and get all of these views and all of these followers. And they're really just there as a distraction to make you think they really know what they're talking about or to look a certain way. And I'm starting to really see through a lot of people that are doing that are way up there. And I couldn't believe when I heard one particular person say it the best. And he really broke down the meaning of getting a silver and a gold YouTube plaque. And it means once you hit like that gold status one, you really have to be on your P's and Q's. You can only talk about this because you've got a following of massive people and they're going to use you to manipulate people to have them follow the narrative. Interesting, huh? I bet you think twice now when you see that. When you see their plaque, are they really in their divine light or are they just misleading you because they're getting paid to do that? You'll start looking at people differently when you see that plaque now. Are they really doing it spiritually? I'm not saying all, don't get it twisted, but some of them are definitely doing it just for the money and to lead the masses and be a distraction. Think about it. Who's really up there? It's got a lot of heavy followers. What are they doing? And then when you chime in and when you talk to them and you put your 2 cents in, do they even pay attention to anything that you're saying or do they ignore you? When you're on their platform, you're asking a question, do they ignore you? Because I'm going to tell you this. If they do ignore you, it's because they know you're real. They know you speak truth. They don't want to have anything to do with you. You'll blow their cover. I figured that one out. It's interesting, isn't it? So, the white rhythmic dog. What is the rhythm of that? How do we stay out of that anxiety and that stuff? This is kind of going to be on the lower side. It's not going to pull as much. Just little surface stuff will come up that'll kind of like bother you. Okay. So, my name is Priestess Makala or Priestess Michaela, however you want to say it. Niana. It's my Taino given name. And Felicia. is my birth name. Welcome to Be So Light, where I speak my truth and I like to kind of stick my finger in stuff to prove my point. Period. And if someone gets, I don't have a problem with apologizing. If I hurt your feelings and you got upset and didn't understand what I was really doing, but I made my point, didn't I? I got my point across, didn't I? And I was able to prove it, didn't I? So, with that being said, everyone, do your work and make sure that you let people know to check their subscription to you. Make sure they're subscribed, make sure the bell's on. Because a lot of times I come on and people don't even know I come on because they're not letting it go through. God, you two, all this attention on little old me. What do I do? I don't know if I should take this like an honor, like I feel I don't know, like a moment like I know Miley Cyrus. Maybe maybe it's like that moment, you know, a Grammy moment. Oh my gosh! But I didn't have to pay for it, did I? I didn't have to buy it. I didn't have to do anything weird to get it. I just had to be me. And here, you either gonna hate me or you gonna love me. But one thing I know for sure, you will divinely hear me. You will divinely see me. And I'm already divinely loved. There you go. So are you. Divinely seen, divinely heard, and divinely loved. All right, lovelies. That's the medicine redo on this video. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. We're almost done with this portal. Be good to yourselves. Be so light. Bye.